Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing fine. Doing pretty good myself. What is this? Well, this is Renaissance Heroes, a game that has come out on Steam recently, and it's gonna be the first. It's gonna be the first game I play on a series I'm gonna do called Free on Steam, and the whole theme behind the series is showing people games that they can play on Steam that are free. Like, literally, free to play. You just download and play. Free to play is a pretty popular franchise that is mostly driven by microtransactions or by one-time purchases of a full-price game. A good example of that would be Guild Wars 2. That was mainly a game that is done with a one-time purchase, although there are microtransactions in that as well. So, let's talk about Renaissance Heroes. What is Renaissance Heroes? Well, there is no storyline for the game. It is entirely a PvP first-person shooter style game with a Renaissance theme. Now, while it might be Renaissance themed, there's plenty of things about it that are kind of fantasy based. Let's go to a beginner channel because I am still very new to this game. Now, the tutorial does a pretty good job of explaining exactly what to do. You can search by game modes, although currently there's only like battle games or all games. And there's game types, which is pretty much limited to team deathmatch, deathmatch, and duel. Deathmatch, I believe, is just free for all, kill whoever you see. And it's definitely not team focused. Then there's duel, which I don't know what duel is, actually. I assumed it was just like 1 versus 1, but there's obviously multiple people, so I have not actually tried out duel because of the title. I figured it was, 1 versus 1, and that doesn't interest me as much. We're gonna do team deathmatch. You can also sort by map, which breaks down categories of random, hammam, library, library annex, villa, and atelier. And the maps, they kind of give me a feel of Renaissance Italy, which makes sense because it's Renaissance theme, and Italy is one of the main countries that was prominent during the Renaissance era. There's 2 types of currency down here. We'll get to those after our first match. So in order to play a match, you simply just have to choose the lobby that you want to join. Looks like most of them are currently playing. Let's join this one. And there's 2 different teams, red versus blue, like every other team-based gameplay. Now, you start off with being able to unlock 1 character. However, you can unlock more characters as you level up and progress in the game's scoring system, I guess. You also get the ability to unlock some characters when you do the tutorial. And the game is starting, so I'm stuck with Rossi there. Now, to start with, you have 2 different weapons. You have the rifle, which is like a machine gun, and the crossbow shooter, which is basically a sniper rifle. Now the maps, they can be a little bit confusing to figure out at first, although it's pretty straightforward. You just run around until you find out where you're going. These red things I'm picking up give your guns ammunition. And that person was not very smart. Now if you hit the shift key, you will toggle your run mode, which automatically pulls out a big weapon. Not a big weapon, a melee weapon. The big weapon I'm currently using there... Sorry about that. The big weapon I was using was given to me because I ran across a special weapon pickup, which in that case was a grenade launcher of sorts. Now, when you hit your sprint mode, you will pull out your melee weapon automatically. You move faster, and it's very easy to catch up to people and smack them in the back of the head. You also have the ability to throw bombs. And I ran right into that. I suppose I should give you a fair warning that I am really not good at PvP games, and I'm also not very good at first-person shooter games. So when you combine those two, I am a very abysmal player. Oh, do not want to fall down there. That's a spike pit. I've also never played this map before, so that's also kind of affecting my gameplay. I don't know where anything is. Let's go pick up some more ammo. Alright, so the small blue vials that you saw me pick up earlier, they give you health. The small ones will give you 5. The bigger ones will give you 20. And there's an uber one, which will give you 100 life. That basically will double your life. There's also pickups that look like shields, which will give you armor. That goes on top of your life and will be depleted before your life is depleted. I am really bad at this game. So, the main point of team deathmatch is just to have your team get the highest amount of kills. There seems to be a small glitch with the crossbow where if you're moving too fast when you pull it out, you will not zoom in all the way. Ouch, 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 very painful. Very painful. Ah, can't catch me. Oop, don't want to switch out. There we go. Revenge! And I'm getting out of here because there's enemies spawning in there. Alright, I got my adrenaline going a little bit. Will it make me better at this game? Definitely not. So, would I recommend this game? Yes, I would if you enjoy games where you are constantly against enemy combatants, or if you just care for games where that are kind of quirky and original. You do not deserve that weapon, because I said so. And now you're dead. I am doing remarkably well right now, which is very abnormal. Oh! Yes, fair warning, do not try to go into melee range too often when someone's got a club, as they likely will throw a bomb directly in your face and kill you. Kind of like that. Why did I do that? Because I could. Was it smart? Probably not. And I'm out of here. Alright, so I'm going to finish up this match and then we're going to talk about the rest of the game. So I'll see you in about 3 minutes. And we're down to the final minutes. Like I said, I would be back in 3 minutes. That was about 3 minutes ago. And I've managed to get one of the challenges. You see over on the right side of the screen there is match objectives. I believe that those are just personal objectives for you as, well, I don't get any credit for anyone else getting pitcher things. The pitcher accomplishment, I guess you can call it, is when you throw a bomb and hit someone with it before it hits the ground. Generally, that results in them dying immediately. And my team wins. That's a very interesting character, by the way. So, match objectives, I believe all that gives you is some bonus experience points, maybe a little bit extra cash you can spend on items, which we are going to get to right now. As you see, when you finish a match, you get rewarded with experience points and PT. I don't know what PT stands for, but whatever. Alright, let's back out and we're going to go to the shop. The shop is where you spend your PT. You can spend it on weapons, characters, or rather character costumes, power-ups, which you can equip to your characters for when you're going into battle, and just random stuff. Now, one of the problems I have with this game is weapons you purchase will expire unless you purchase the permanent weapon. Now, the in-game points, I guess that's what PT stands for, is points, can be used to purchase varying weapons. This is a basic melee weapon. I can buy it for 1 day as, I guess, a trial period that would cost 2,300 PT. I can buy the 15-day one, which is a standard length of time. You get it for about 2 weeks or half a month, whatever you want to look at it as. That costs 8,300 points. Or you can get it for a full month, and that's a slightly better deal, as it's cheaper than getting 2 different 2-week periods. The permanent purchase, however, costs 38,900. Now keep in mind, this is a basic level 1 purchase. To be fair, it is 10 points higher in damage compared to your standard weapon. It's got a better splash. I think that's for the grenade. But is it worth 38,900 points? Maybe. I mean, you can earn that pretty quick. It takes just like a few matches, maybe. Plus, you can always just get the trial to see if you even like it, and you generally will earn the trial period amount back within a few matches. However, you can opt out of using your in-game points and instead spend real cash in a microtransaction. This costs 1,280 cash points. I don't actually know how much that is. I also don't know what the recharge is. Let's see. Oh, transfer tokens. You can use another online currency to purchase this in-game online currency. So there's like 3 levels of currency in this game, I guess. Very strange. Although I think that the token thing is probably their general cross-game currency thing, which is pretty nice, I suppose. You can also redeem codes or get it with a gift. Let's see. There's actually a pretty decent amount of different variety in weapons, and there is level restrictions on them as well. So most likely by the time you get up to the level required to get a particular gun that you really want, like say the Vulcan. Just take a look at that gun. Is it like a Gatling gun? I don't really know what it is. Let's see, how much does that cost? It will cost you 6,000 to try it out, 22,000 to rent it for a 2-week period, or 38,000 for a 1-month period, or 116,000 for life. That is quite a bit. I think you'd have to play for at least a week in order to purchase the month, and that's just for one weapon. Not to mention character possessions. Actually, I own that one. Here.
I win, I win, I win!
Oh yes, the characters have very strange voices as well. So, try to ignore that. Let's see.
Better luck next time.
I think these are taunts? Here, let's go with costumes. I have all the costumes. Never mind. Power-ups. How much do power-ups cost? Not that bad, actually. 170 to try it for a day. That's pretty good. Or, no? Oh, right. I believe that these actually disappear as you play matches. So, you can try it for one match for 170 points. I suppose that's fair. I mean, 100 matches, that's going to last quite a long time. And it's not that bad, although you can get a whole new gun for that price. So, what do you do after you get the guns? You equip them, of course. This is the equipment screen. And I have a grinder R that I can't even use it because you have to be level 10. I don't know why I have that. Is it just because I bought the game on Steam? Well, not really bought the game, just downloaded it and registered. Possibly. Is it kind of stupid? Yeah, it is. I also think that you'd never lose your default weapons, though I could be mistaken. This looks to be a default weapon. Yeah, it says 2 days underneath it, so why does it say 2 days? Who knows? Let's see, aside from just buying weapons and equipping them, you can customize your weapons a bit with weapon tuning. Now there's different inventors that can customize your weapons. There was 4 last time I was here. I don't know what happened to them. I think they might only... Yeah, they might only show up based on what attributes your weapon has, which makes sense. Why can't I customize my battle club? I suppose the battle club is the one weapon you get to keep, therefore you don't get to customize it. Which makes very little sense to me, if that is true. Let's see, if we go in with this weapon, I think we'll see more guys. Yes, we will. Alright. So there's a wide variety of customizations you can do. You can have one of these guys do it for you, and it will be a completely random, but it is a very high risk. With this guy, you can get, at worst, a +1 to one of your attributes, but a -5 to one as well. which would be quite bad. This guy is a little bit safer, but again, you don't really know what you're getting. With these main guys, you know what you're going to get. If you boost your damage, you're going to get less fire rate. If you boost your firing rate, you'll get less accuracy. If you boost your range, you'll get less damage. And if you boost your accuracy, you'll get less range. However, you can bribe them in tiers of 1,000, 5,000, and 10,000. Let's go ahead and give them a bribe of 1,000. Now, I believe that this is on top of your initial price of 2,400 for this guy. Let's see what happens. Currently, we have accuracy of 70 and a range of 70. What will we get as a result? As a result, we have more accuracy but less range. Well, that's not too bad. If we go with him again, I guess it'll be a more expensive price. And you also require different materials to craft. Let's go ahead and customize the crossbow. We'll go for more damage, because damage can be pretty useful. We'll spend an extra 5,000 in hopes that we get... Wow. That was abysmal. We got the worst possible thing we could get, even though we bribed him with a pretty decent amount of cash. That is kind of frustrating. Oh well. At least we got more damage, I guess. Let's see, then there's also power-ups that you can equip. And yes, you only get them for a short period of time. I've played about 3 matches so far, and 3 slots have, or 3 uses have been taken away. That's fair enough. Oh yes, when you win a match you can also sometimes get a Pirate's PT box. What's the point of a Pirate PT box? Well, extra PT. So, generally it's just a good idea to use their PT box immediately. And I have a pretty decent pile of PT now. Let's see. Ah. A list of the CP packages. So it is 1-for-1 with how much the CP is worth. And by that I mean 1 penny for CP. So 5,000 CP is $50. I don't know if that's a good deal or not. It very well might not be a good deal at all. Oh well. So this is Renaissance Heroes. It's a game I probably won't play all too often, as, like I said, I'm not very good at PvP or first-person shooter, as you very well saw. Although, maybe if I played more of it, I could get better. I recommend at the very least giving it a try to see if you enjoy it yourself. There's quests. This is something I didn't even know about. William Tell, get a headshot. I have not gotten a single headshot. That is pretty sad. Let's get results. I was kind of hoping that there would be like a training thing you could do. Fight bots. Ah. So I can customize my outfit a little bit. Or my logo. My banner. Steam banner. There we go. Confirm, I'm a Steam user. I'm gonna rub it in your face. Okay. Now how do I get back? I guess like that. Ah yes, practice game. Let's take a look at what Duel is. Let's see. Just gonna take a quick look at Duel and call it a video. Get 5 highlights, get 5 rifle kills. I don't think you'll actually earn any points for this. Oh, there we go. I don't think that the bots are actually going to be fighting me. Never mind, they are fighting. Yeah, it does look like it might be just 1 versus 1. Because if it was more than 1 versus 1, I think I would have seen someone else by now. To be fair, playing against a bot on easy isn't that hard. But it can be fun. Just something to kill time. Wow, that thing actually has no drop. Jeez. So, this is an interesting game. Renaissance Heroes. I recommend giving it a try if you enjoy PvP and... Oh yes, that organ noise. That means that a double damage item is falling on the field. And it looks like that. When you get it, you'll have a brief period of time where you do double damage with all your weapons and attack faster. Although it doesn't do anything to keep you from dying. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and hope that this series ends up proving useful if you're into free-to-play games. Maybe useful as a kind of mini-guide as to what games can be good and what games could be bad. My name is Exelbirth. I'll see you next time. Oh, just thought you might like to know, it turns out you do get experience at PT for doing practice matches. Fair enough.